Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 10-minute opening video. Today, we're going to be talking about d4 basics. If you watched my previous video, you know we talked about e4 basics. Today, we're talking about openings and ideas you can play with move 1 d4 with the white pieces. Now, if you're ready to start, let's grab your drink of choice. Mine is just some tea, and let's get into the video. With d4, there's, of course, one place that you know I'm going to start at, which is, of course, the Queen's Gambit, which is d4, d5, and c4. This has been my main opening with the white pieces for well over a year now, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so I don't normally say I love things, um, but I do very much like playing this opening. Okay, so of course it's not perfect. It's not, it has some flaws. It doesn't work well against certain openings, or openings with the black pieces, but I very much recommend that you start playing this if you're looking for a reliable opening with the white pieces. I made a Queen's Gambit video. It's one of the most popular videos on my channel. You can go check it out right over here. And I very much recommend that you start playing it and learn the theory of it too. Don't just you can play it for fun and stuff, but I definitely recommend you learn like some theory and learn some good moves against what black plays. Now, with the Queen's Gambit, of course, you're gonna have to know Queen's Gambit accepted and Queen's Gambit declined. Okay, so you'll have to know both of these. With Queen's Gambit declined, actually, I recommend playing the Catalan. Okay, Catalan is g3, bishop e6, bishop g2, castles, and this. So this is what the Catalan will look like. If they take here, it's important that if you want to take back this pawn, if they take it, like here, then you can go knight to e5. Okay, so obviously they know you're trying to protect it, so they're probably gonna go something like here, and then you can go undermining that pawn. All right, and if they go here, then probably just go here, I would say. Then you'd end up with that. That's not too bad. Okay. But if they go, let me just erase all of this stuff. Let me just erase all of this stuff, and let's get back to this. So knight to c6, and now you can develop, like I showed you. You can play bishop e5. You can play knight to c3 right away. You don't have to go bishop e5. That's what I would do. You can also go bishop to f4. That's fine too. I mean, even like in some cases, rook e1 and trying to go for a quick e4 is good. So that's why knight to c3 might be good. If they go here, you can just keep developing. Okay, going for e4, that could be good. And if you do want to hang on to the pawn, then I mean, maybe something like queen to a4, and then hit it here. Of course, they can't go here because of this. And then this, you could just leave the knight there, okay, because it's pinned. And in that case, I mean, also you can go back. Okay, if you want to, I would actually say going back is better, because then you can actually attack the pawn, and it's not very easy for them to defend it. But that's just one idea. Now, that's Queen's Gambit declined. Let's say they play Queen's Gambit accepted. Queen's Gambit accepted. If you look on chess.com, it's like a 56% win rate for white if they play it. You just take the center. They attack you. I've played this so many times, I cannot tell you how many times I've played this. Okay? So many times. You have the knight and the queen defending the pawn. You go right after this. They go here. Okay? You just go here. Yeah, it's well, also you don't even have to go there. Okay, you don't have to go there. Their idea here is to just go probably b4, but you need to have a defender for this pawn. Okay, that's why you want to go here and take, but you need to have a defender for this pawn, otherwise they can just take because you just have the knight there. So that's why bishop e3 is good. If they go here, then knight to e2, go after this pawn, maybe push. You got ideas there. Also, just be aware this pawn is under attack. Okay, so maybe you want to reroute the knight somehow. I don't know how you do that, but good luck with that. All right, let's talk about. I know we want to keep talking about the Queen's Gambit for the whole video, but that's why I made a Queen's Gambit video. Let's talk about other things that white can or black can play. So d4, there's so many different options, right? There's no way to go into it in like 10 minutes, so I might just take longer than that, honestly, because this is not a normal openings video. Let's talk about knight to f6 based openings, okay? So you've got the King's Indian, you got Grunfeld, you've got Perk. Okay, Perk normally starts with d6. You normally play the King's Indian against d4, so you know, Perk is usually against e4, but we'll mention it just for the sake of mentioning it. Against knight to f6, I would recommend c4. They play their normal stuff. I just recommend doing this. They're going to try and go for a quick castle, so I recommend just getting all your pieces out and then castling. So normally you'd see d6. You can go e4, but you don't have to. A knight to c6 is normal. Bishop d3 is good. And then bishop g4 is also very normal. And after they play this, okay, so the queen is there. Okay, it's pinned, I guess. You're not going to move the knight anywhere good in a good position here. So you can just leave the knight there. Because if they take, obviously you're going to take with the queen. And most people will take, and the reason is because this knight attack is defending the pawn, and the pawn will be taken if the knight's taken. So one thing you can do is try and find some defense for that pawn, okay? So that could look like, I mean, let's see. So defending the pawn in d4, you might just want to go back. Let's see, you played... Okay, so instead of going bishop f4, maybe just bishop e3 at the beginning would be good. So here you play knight to f3 castles. No, but that wouldn't be good because then you block e4. So, yeah. Let's see here. Then you can go bishop to e3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to remember. Did I play bishop d... I think I played bishop to d3. Yeah. And then this. And now it's fine. Okay, so if they play something like e5, which you might see from more either advanced or just aggressive players, then you can just go here. If they go here, you take, and you can drop back. Okay, so I mean, that's fine. It's not the best, but you know, it won't kill you, I guess. I guess you'd want to be in a position where this knight is not blocked, so you might have to get a little bit outside your comfort zone, but this happens very rarely. This kind of position happens very rarely, so I just say, just see what happens, and make sure to not get yourself in too much of a mess. What else? So we talked about King's Indian. Now let's talk about Grunfeld. Okay, so Grunfeld, I don't really know that much theory on the Grunfeld. I mean, I used to play it from the black side, but I think, let's see if I can remember. So I think what I think happens actually is d4, then knight to f6, then c4, then g6, then knight to c3, then d5 is what happens. And I think we take, the main line is this, then e4, then we take, and then you go here. I think that's the main line. I'm pretty sure. And then from here, white goes here, and then you go. I think you go c5. I think this is right, but I can't believe I still remember this. And they don't want to take. And your idea is to go here. Okay. I mean, I would assume they just go here. And then maybe you go queen a5 right away. I don't know. I should look into this because the Grunfeld was so fun playing. I don't know. Maybe I made a video on it. I think I made a video on it. Maybe I should. Yeah, you guys can go check that out. I made a video on the Grunfeld. You should check that out too, along with the Queen's Gambit video. I'll put both of those in the link down in the description. Yeah, Grunfeld was such a fun opening with the black pieces. Now, what else do we have? D4 perk. I guess it's. I guess we can talk about it. Whatever. It's almost just like the King's Indian. There's different variations. If you don't know, there's different variations, and I made a video on the perk defense as well, so maybe I'll put that in the description too. But there's variations. So there's the classical variation with the white pieces. There's the 150 attack, and there's the Austrian attack. Austrian attack is very much the most aggressive. That's what this is, and you kind of try and go for quick e5, like this. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. And then they would just like go here, and then you do whatever you. I've never played this, so I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. D4, Dutch defense. What else do we have? Again, I would recommend going C4. It's always best to put the pawns together and put the knight behind. I don't recommend going like this, but some people do, and you might play like a Staunton Gambit, which is fun. Staunton Gambit is, let's see if I can remember this. It's, how does this go? I think it's this, then, oh, how does that go? I think the Staunton Gambit is where like you can get a checkmate in like a few moves. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. D4, F5. I think it's this right away. And then you got this. Oh yeah, that's what it is. This, and it's checkmate. Yeah. That's a fun gambit, and I can't believe I remember that one too, but I mean, if you get away with that, that's 5 moves, and that's crazy. They're up a queen, but they get checkmated. That's a fun one. What else do we have? There's so much left, I mean, against D4, or with, D4. D4, of course, you got England Gambit. If they do the England Gambit. Do this, they go here and here, and they take, please, for the love of Pete, do not go here. Okay, you will, no, please do not go there. Okay, it's not good. All right, because then you got some bad things coming. Like, let's see if I can even remember it. I don't think you take, do you? I can't even remember this. Let's see. Yeah, I can't even remember this. I don't know why I can't even remember the England Gambit, but it's bad. You lose in like 8 moves. But what else do we have to talk about? D4. You got the Benoni. I'm not going to talk about that. D4, D5. What else do we have? You probably have a couple more gambits. You've got the Blackmar-Demer Gambit, which is this, and in some cases you can give away this. Okay. You got to be careful though with some things they can play. So like this, go here, this. Basically just going for rapid development, right? This. Not actually that. Maybe that wouldn't be the best thing. So because then you'd lose the pawn. But I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that bad because you're already down a pawn. But then you'd get, well, you wouldn't get that. You would get something. Let's see. This. They can check you or whatever. You can just move. You're threatening that pawn. It's fun if you know how to play it. I don't recommend playing it just on a whim. But if you want to learn the theory and learn like how to play some cool moves and stuff, I recommend playing it. It can be fun. But yeah, again with this, bring the rooks and try and keep your king a little safe. With that, I mean, we covered a lot of stuff. I tried to cover as much as I could, just beginner level stuff, of course, in this video. But there you go, D4 basics. Let me know if I should make another basics video on the openings. Check out those two again. Check out the Grunfeld defense. Check out the Queen's Gambit video. I'll link those down in the description. Check out the website. Get your stuff there. Not much else to say. Check out the other openings videos, of course. Check out the website. Got new content coming soon, of course, pretty much every week. Trying to put out some kind of content for y'all. We got an endgames video coming pretty soon in the next week or so, hopefully. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all so much for the support. I'll see you all for the next video.